Hello, welcome to today's video. You may recognise these surroundings.
Hello, Hambini fans!
I guess you knew that was coming. So as you know, I've had these bottom bracket issues. My bike has been examined and looked at and fixed by Hambini. So it wasn't actually too bad, but we do know the cause, don't we?
Yeah, it's undersized. So the drive, well, they were both undersized by 0.15 millimeters. So yeah, they've been fixed. So hopefully you shouldn't have any problems going forward.
In a funny way, I'm quite relieved that my bike is not going to be roasted on YouTube. So Trek's reputation, at least on this, is slightly intact, and we've found the reason. But we now have a very good spinnable bottom bracket, don't we?
They are fully sealed bearings.
Look at that, look.
It's a good advert for fag.
Yeah. The seal bearings are going to be great for off-road.
Yes.
We're going to be able to keep them quite clean, hopefully.
Yeah, I think the difference you should see quite easily. The difficult bit is it's not going to fail from poor bearing clearance, but it may fail from contamination if you go and take a jet washer to it or something.
Yeah, no, I don't take a jet washer. I do clean it regular because we do go off-road quite a lot, but we don't take a jet washer. Whilst I'm here in this theatre of dreams of Hambini's garage,
you're going to ask me some questions.
I need to ask you the story of this, because it is well known, isn't it?
Well, the princess blanket.
Yeah, the princess blanket.
What about it?
Is there a story to it?
It's
or is it just what is around?
Just rampant piss taking, basically. Yeah. It's engineering pee taking. So there's that. There's all sorts. There's the spirit levels, which has a second meaning, and the pitchforks, which also has a meaning.
Oh, right. And what's the meaning of the pitchforks?
I'll leave you to work that one out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, we mentioned this Bowman when we were talking a while ago, and I think this is currently the most roastable frame in your possession, I do believe.
This is utter crap.
Yeah.
Absolute joke. So the chap sent it in because of the damage there.
Yeah.
It's dinged there, but the rest of it is frankly appalling. So I don't know if you can.
I'm no welder, but I can see that
it's not square.
It is not square in any kind of way, shape, or form, is it?
And neither is the dropout over there. That's not in line. The bottom, I don't know if you can see that. The cup for the bearing is not central, and it's off on one angle. The fork. So the fork between there and there is not parallel, it's not concentric, and you can also see a defect.
Yeah.
It's sort of narrowed in the middle. Whether they class that as a defect, I don't know. And then just the general state of the welding is appalling. There's a lack of penetration. It's just rubbish. So it's going to get roasted.
It's going to get roasted.
It's going to get absolutely roasted.
An upcoming video soon.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about your channel then. So I think
channel?
a lot of people that watch my video, when I say fans, will be on our Hambini fans. So I guess you've done it slightly by accident, but it's a little bit of a niche that you've got, isn't it?
I don't even like riding a bike. I hate riding bikes, so I just do it to offset my eating habit.
Okay. That's
about it, really.
But really, by trade, you're in aerodynamics, is that right?
Yeah, so I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy for me to roast people.
Yeah.
Because they're generally not up to scratch.
No.
So
I think it's clear that you're very, very precise, aren't you, about the measurements, the engineering skills, considerably more precise than the average cycle manufacturer.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
But then what do you expect?
But back to my bike. So selfishly, I'm hoping not to be back in 6 months' time for another bottom bracket, which is if it outlasts more than 6 months, I'm going to be happy.
I think the only thing that will wear is bearings.
Yeah.
The actual enclosure is fine.
But I think with your bottom bracket, because it's all one piece, it's easy to replace those anyway, isn't it? So
yeah, you can do it in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. So when you started making your bottom brackets, was that for your own purpose originally? Yeah. And then you kind of expanded it from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ended up with a Cervelo bike, a Gerard Vrooman Special, who tried to sue me, by the way, amongst other people.
Yeah.
And it was just rubbish. A bit like yours. The tolerance he gave was 0.14 millimeters.
Okay.
And yours was 0.15.
Right.
So
okay.
you know
Yes.
the problem with it now.
Yeah.
So so that it's just unacceptable.
Yeah.
In this modern day and age, unacceptable.
Yeah.
None of the bearing manufacturers
If they're
will want it.
volume, very, very cheaply manufactured bikes, but certainly premium bikes, you expect a bit more care, don't you?
Yeah, I mean a Cervelo is not cheap.
No.
So I can't remember how much.
It's not a 99 quid Apollo, is it?
No, and even then, they're all right.
Yeah.
So, it was crap. And then the worst thing is when you go back to approach the manufacturer and say, look, there's a problem with the bike. Here's me. I'm an engineer. I'm fairly well known in tribology circles and stuff like that. They just don't want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So then the roasting started, and then they didn't like it, and then we go from there.
Yeah, so then probably do it all the more because, they don't like it.
Exactly, yeah. They
Because
don't
you're
like
coming
it.
to it from a fact, aren't you? Everything you roast is backed by facts.
Yeah.
So it's clear.
So, I mean, it's just way too easy because at the end of it, all it boils down to is cost. So people want to pay whatever they want to pay, but the manufacturer wants to maximise their profit margin.
Yeah.
So you have to draw the line somewhere,
Yeah.
and that line is drawn at a point where it causes problems.
Yeah.
But you can see that's already changing because everyone's going to threaded bottom brackets.
Yeah. I've never been confident personally about fitting a press fit bottom bracket. I've just never liked the thought of it necessarily. But I'm glad that we found a definite clear reason from a four bottom brackets in 2 years. Because it is a little bit tedious having to keep fitting them. But I now have very high hopes.
I don't think I'll have an issue.
Yeah, no. So this came about because actually Hambini very kindly bought me a coffee on my channel. There's a link just up there. But he bought me a coffee, we exchanged a few messages, and he invited me over to have a look at the bike. And yeah, we've done it and we fixed it. So thank you very much. You can do the goodbye on my channel. Now, yeah, I know you've watched some videos, but you don't know what it is. But you could say, I'll see you again in a few days' time. Not that you will, but
well, my usual thing.
Oh no, you do
my usual one.
Yeah, do your usual one.
And as always, keep banging your hairdresser.
Yeah. And I'll see you again in a few days' time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.